Hello everyone, my name is Scott, and in this video I'm going to be sharing the 5 things you need to do before you go for an interview for a ESL online position. So first I want to share my story. I've been a tutor in Brooklyn, New York for the past 8 years, but about 6 months ago I moved to Florida, and here in Florida there simply isn't that much demand. Now I still tutor math online, but I wanted to do some more teaching as well, so I applied for a job with QKids. I saw their ads on Facebook. They're the ones with the orange shirts. I thought this would be awesome. You know, I've got a degree in education. I have actually worked in South Korea as an ESL teacher. I'm tutoring online right now, so I should be a perfect fit. I'm sure they'll hire me, no questions asked. So I applied, I went to the interview, didn't prepare at all, and I didn't get the job. So I don't blame them at all because I did no preparation. You know, I wasn't ready. So this video is going to show you the preparation you need to do in order to get one of these jobs. Now I have since applied at other jobs. I have a job with gogokid right now and QKids. So for those positions I prepared and I got the job. So I'm going to share with you 5 things you need to do in order to get a job with one of these ESL companies. Alright, so number 1 is you need to have a headset. Now I have this microphone, which I love. I use it for everything, but all of these companies are going to require you to use a headset. So go out and get a headset if you don't have one already. Even like a normal gaming headset will be just fine. This one I got on Amazon. It's called MPOW. I will leave a link in the description to this video. It was like 20 bucks, I think. I checked this morning and it was on sale for $19.99. Now, it doesn't sound as good as my microphone does, but they require that you use a headset, so I use a headset. Now, after that, you need to worry about your lighting and your background. That's number 2. So you can see that I have this board behind me with my name on it and some popsicles. And then up here, I have created a like A, B, C, D, E, F, an alphabet sign. I just made that from construction paper and some printing paper. It was pretty simple, and some glue, right? And then on the other side, I have like a number line up here to kind of make it look more like a classroom. So none of this was fancy. I just used materials I had around the house, didn't spend any money at all. And that's how I created my background. And then behind my head, here you see there you go. You can see it, some soundproof paneling because my wife thinks I am very loud when I teach and I wake up the whole family. So I put some soundproof paneling on the door. Now I'm going to go ahead and step away for a second and I'm going to take a video of the actual setup itself so you can see how I've got the lighting set up. So as you can see, I have my laptop raised up off the desk. I have 2 umbrella lights pointing at my face, which gives me this beautiful, lit up face. And then we also have a blanket above the window. So the reason for the blanket is the natural light from the window kind of messes up all my videos because it's never consistent. So it's light and dark, light and dark. So I had to put a blanket above this window. I do use an external webcam. It's a little bit higher than the my camera would be for my computer because I think it's a better angle. You want to have it like right at eye level. So that's what I tried to do. And if you don't have a webcam, they're going to recommend you get one. But if the camera on your computer is any good, you should be fine. Okay, welcome back. That's it for lighting and background. Now we're going to move on to our 3rd point, which is you need to practice the slides. So for QKids and gogokid, they're going to send you what looks like a PowerPoint with a whole bunch of different slides that you have to teach. Now, you need to go through each one and figure out how you're going to do it. And you need to practice, right? Because it's super hard to finish these slides in 10 minutes. Most people either go way over or way under the time limit. So you've got to practice. And preferably, you're practicing with someone else. Right? Find anybody you can and get them to pretend to be like a 5-year-old who doesn't know English and practice with them. It'll make it way more comfortable because in the actual interview, it's going to be, an adult who is pretending to be a 5-year-old that you're going to have to teach English to. So if you can get someone to help you practice, that would be awesome, right? But the bottom line is you need to practice these slides because if you go in cold, you're going to fail. There's no doubt about it. Let me tell you from personal experience, again, I applied for QKids with doing no homework. I was not prepared. I did not get the job. And I went back and tried to reapply. They're not interested in that either. You get one shot and then you're done. All right. So make sure you really practice these slides and you're ready to go when you go to your interview because you're actually going to be teaching a 5-year-old student. All right. With which is the other company. With QKids, it's a little bit different. They teach with games. So they have little tutorials that show you how to work each game. Definitely watch all those videos, because if you haven't seen it before, right, there's no way you're going to know what you're supposed to do with these games. So you have to be prepared for them as well. All right, number 4 is TPR, which is total physical response. Now, you don't have to be an expert on sign language. You just need to know the basic TPR, like, okay, now it's time for you to talk, or watch my mouth because I'm talking, or what do you see, or hello, my name is Scott, right? I had this little note card. My name is Scott, right? All of these things are totally necessary because they don't speak English. So you can't say, now I want you to draw a circle. You have to go like this. You circle. Yeah, your turn. Circle. Yeah, draw circle. Circle. Right? You can't just talk. You have to model everything, and it's called total physical response. It's much more important with VIP kids and gogokid than it is with QKids, because QKids is mostly interacting with the screen and playing the games. You don't have to do as much TPR other than like pretending to click a mouse or something like that. Right? But with gogokid and VIP kids, you're going to want to practice doing your TPR because it's totally unnatural if you're not used to it. All right? And my final point that you need to do is to make some props. So props can basically be anything. What I did is with gogokid, you had to do a lesson on the letter A. So I made like some different props from their slides. Like I made a little arrow, which I just printed out an arrow. I cut it out and I glued it to a popsicle stick. And what else do I have? I have an ant, right? And I have an apple. Right? Nothing fancy. If you actually have apples in your kitchen, use the apple. That's awesome. Because like for the main words, it helps if you even have 2 or 3 different props for each one. And then like I always have a little stuffed animal with me for the younger kids because they like there to be a helper. So like, oh, teddy bear is going to help us today. So like if you have to teach the word walking, you can have the teddy bear walking across the screen. All right. And then the other thing is these popsicles you see behind me, they're not only just to look festive, but they're what we call a secondary reward system. And if you are applying for VIP kids or gogokid, you need to have a secondary reward system. So they give out stars, and there's 5 that you can give out for each lesson. But then once that's done, they want you to use this. So say, oh, you got a blue popsicle. Great job. What color is it? Blue. Very good. So they win a popsicle. And then at the end, you can say, oh, you have 5 stars and 5 popsicles. So it doesn't have to be popsicles, whatever reward system you want to use. Another teacher I saw used an ice cream cone with different like scoops on top. So the more rewards they got, the more ice cream scoops they got. Anything like that will work just fine. Again, I had construction paper and lollipop sticks laying around the house, so I used that. But again, you want to use props because it shows you care, it shows you prepared, and it makes the lessons more fun. So those are the 5 things. Get yourself a headset. Do something for your lighting and your background. You don't have to do, the umbrella lights and everything else, but get some kind of light so that your face is lit up, right? The thing they don't like is when it's dark and they can't see your face, right? You can see if I like block out these lights, how dark my face gets, yeah? So get some kind of light to light yourself up. Practice the slides beforehand. That's number 3. Number 4 is use your TPR. And number 5 is make some props. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you are applying for gogokid or QKids, I will leave my referral codes down below in the description. I'd appreciate it if you use it. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how I answered some interview questions that I was given by these different ESL companies, because they do ask you some questions as well. So you can click on that next video to check out the interview questions. Good luck, and I'll see you later. Bye.